This is a short introduction video in how to play UNIMO Origin, the basic setup. In UNIMO Origin, there are 5 worlds included. All 5 worlds contain the same 2 types of cards. You have the monster cards, and then there is the action cards. There are 2 types of action cards, the neutral and the world specific. The world specific are unique for each world. So choose one world for each player. In this case we are 3 players, so there's 3 worlds on the table. Here we chose fire, rock and undead. In the next step you shuffle the decks well to create an evenly spaced deck. Then continue to deal 8 cards to each of the players. Then place the remaining cards face down on the table. This is now what we call the draw pile. Choose the start player, and then that player play any card of their choosing to start with. Then you continue in a clockwise direction. And the basics of UNIMO is that you play a monster from the same world with the same energy or higher on top what's already there, or a monster with the same energy from a different world, like this undead, or this 60 rock. You can also choose to play an action card, like this neutral one, which is a monster horde which punish the next player to pick up 4 cards from the draw pile. You can also choose to play a world specific one, like this one, bonfire, which lets you discard the 2 cards from your hand. These are then placed in what you call the graveyard. Here's where all the discarded cards end up. If you play and you suddenly run out of cards in the draw pile, then just shuffle the graveyard cards and create a new draw pile. If you play, and there turns out to be 4 monsters with the same value on top of each other, the whole discard pile turns into the graveyard, and the player who played the last card get to play again. An action card, like battle, creates a miniature game within the game. In the battle, you compete with monsters to see who has the monster with the highest value. The one with the highest value on all the cards wins. The loser then has to collect all the cards from the battle. World-specific action cards can only be played within that world. Like this, infection card can only be played on top of an undead card. With infection, you get to choose 3 cards from the discard pile to punish another player with. That player then has to pick 1 card for each turn they play. So when they play out 1 card, they get to pick up 1, and so on, until they finish the whole pile they have. To win UNIMO, you have to clear your hand first. It's easier said than done, so play your cards right.